Hey world, my name is Zara. Welcome to Full Circle with me. This is a platform that we've created to invite people I love, trust and admire to share their views and why they have such fantastic lives and how they're making a difference in the world. Ever so often, I'll come on and just offer a stream of consciousness, depending on what's been paining me or what I've been thinking about on my mat. And sometimes it will be a song, sometimes it will sound like poetry, and other times it's just going to be a provocative thought. All of these things I share and offer to you with the pure intention of just helping you reflect, connect with yourself, and if any of these things make sense, hopefully that you take them in and use them as you create a life where you can be your best self. So welcome. Today I wanted to talk about corporate bullying. Many years ago I used to work for corporates, and some of you who know me will know that I no longer do, but those who are new, I will introduce myself as a recovered corporate employee. And part of what I learned in those environments is just how much structure there is, but also just how much is unwritten. Some corporates have cultures where truth-telling is not encouraged because people get punished for telling the truth. In other corporates, you have leaders who are very deliberate about encouraging truth-telling and creating space where people feel safe enough to say the unfamiliar and to raise the unconventional. This particular example I wanted to share with you today is about a minute I spent in a corporate with very toxic culture. So toxic that if things don't make sense, I will ask. And if you fail to answer me, then I'll ask again. Not because I'm belligerent, but because I just want to understand. I went to a Catholic school and the nuns didn't give you room to ask anything, because the minute you asked a question, it was, no, what would Jesus say? So it didn't really cure me of my curiosity, because my curiosity feeds my creativity. Anyhow, in this particular instance, I had been invited precisely because I problem solve through creativity and collaboration, but it became very clear that even though that's what you said you wanted me to do and that's what you liked about my ability to problem solve, it became a stumbling block. Eventually, the CEO invited me for a private conversation, and before my touche had touched the chair, from his lips escaped these words: "Why are you not afraid of me?" And I did a double take. I'm like, "Excuse me?" And he said, "Why are you not afraid of me?" So many things were going through my mind. One, because you're not a ho-ho. Two, because you don't bite. And three, because you're not a lion. And four, I could go through a long list of reasons why I'm not afraid. And eventually I gathered myself and had taken the time to just reflect on what is the best measured way that I could respond, but a way that would make clear to him that I'm not available for bullying or for being shut down, but also respond in a way that would be true to who I am. And I could walk away from the interaction with my dignity intact. So I swallowed maybe 3 or 4 times and then said to him, "I'm not afraid of you because you don't scare me. I have worked in environments with people who are senior and who have more than I do, whether it's more power, more wealth, more social capital, whatever it was. But I've always known, coming from the home from where I was raised, that all of us have gifts to offer in the world. And just because your gift was starting this organization or leading this organization doesn't make you any different from any other human being. So no, I'm not afraid of you. But I will tell you this, that leaders who inspire me are leaders who are respectful, are leaders who invite dialogue, are leaders who are teachable, leaders who can be corrected, but also leaders who are available for those they lead, so they can feel supported and feel like the environment is making room and space to accommodate their uniqueness. So no, sir, I'm not afraid of you. And I could see literally color rise up his face. He turned a beetroot red, and then it subsided, and he gave me the longest stare. In that stare, I understood that I had just signed my exit letter, because I could sense that clearly what he wanted me to do is to become an agreeable person. And I never will be that, because the minute you walk into an environment to comply, it means you're shutting down the very thing that makes you unique. And I'm yet to find anything worthy of shutting my light down for. So he asked a question, why aren't you afraid? And I said, because you don't scare me, and because nobody scares me. So if you're watching this and you're still working in a corporate environment or in any structure where you feel there's a need for you to be anything other than this unique human being that you are wherever you are watching us from, I'm hoping that this will give you courage, not to be unduly belligerent or to be a destructive source in the organization or in the formation, but just to have the courage to remember and recognize that it doesn't matter whether somebody has 60 years experience, 40 years experience, or 30 years experience, that they still have to engage with you from a place of respect, because you too have to engage with them from a place of respect, so that in the end, what you are is a person who creates and contributes in the world with people who inspire them, people you aspire to become, versus people you are intimidated by or people you're afraid of. If anybody wants you to be afraid of them, it's because they recognize that they're not shining a warm light on you. Therefore, the energy they emit is an energy of fear. And I've never been able to create an environment fueled with fear. I prefer an environment fueled with love, because that compassion thrives there, right? Clarity thrives there. And there's a joint celebration when things come from a place of love, because everybody wins. So the next time, I hope firstly nobody ever asks you why you're not afraid of them. But if they do, if there are still such special beings in the world who want to be feared, it's my intention that you will find the courage and the words to speak truly to the amazing being that you are, an amazing being that gives and therefore gets respect. Until next time, namaste. So thank you so much for joining us today, and I'm hoping that what you've listened to has given you some thoughts, but also has given you encouragement to just keep aiming higher in your relationships, in your life, in your workspace, and in any other community that you are a part of. And I'm hoping that you really did enjoy this. So please remember to share with all the other amazing beings in your life. And also remember to hit that subscribe button. You can find me on LinkedIn and on Twitter and Instagram. My name, as always, is Sizakele, but to you, I am just full circle with Za. Until next time, love and light as always.